Hiya, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Rosie Henshaw. If you're new here, then welcome. It's lovely to meet you. And if you're already existing, guys, then thank you for coming back. Sorry if I'm cringing you out. I cringe myself out too, it's fine. So grab yourselves a nice hot drink and some snacks. Do you know what? It's getting a little bit warmer. You might even want to get yourself a little wine or a cold drink, mightn't you? But mine's a tea, and it's in my mum mug by Cav Kitson. And I just have filmed my home bargain source. If you haven't checked that out, check it out. I uploaded it yesterday. Obviously, if you want to, no pressure. You might not want to. You might even want to watch this one. But I've got bringing you today an Asda haul. So when I went to Asda, I've saved these little goodies to show you because I know you'll really love these. And I just thought they were really, really lovely. So obviously I went to Asda and Home Bargains yesterday, and these are the Asda pieces. Look at me losing my words. Like I don't know what I'm saying anymore. So when I was in Asda, I would look through the bedding range. Now, me and Gary, we're really in desperate need for some new bedding. I don't know what it is. I feel like I always buy them in bulk and bundles. Gary's watching me in the corner, making me nervous. Ain't ya? I always buy them in bundles. So by the time it gets round to us actually needing new bedding, they just look tatty. I feel like we need new bedding. So when I went in there, they had this bed range. So sometimes they sell ranges in there that are like £20 for a double set. Sometimes they sell ranges for like £25. They've got a luxury range which are really, really lovely, very similar to what you would get from like the White Company and places like that. But when I found these, I thought these look really expensive, and they're going to go lovely with the theme of our bedroom. So our bed is a double, and we have a double set, but look how beautiful this bedding is. So it's grey and white pinstripes. It looks, when you look up close, it almost looks like a linen effect, and it's all piped. So all of it's got piping on it, which it's like the detail that makes it look really expensive. So you get 2 pillowcases and a bedding set. One side is like the thinner stripe and one side is the darker stripe. But I like that because I'll probably have it like this sort of stripe, like the thick stripe bedding. And then when I fold the rim over at the top, then you'll see like the little stripe coming through, which I think looks really lovely. And these were £12 for a double set, £14 for a king size set, and £9 for I'm getting that wrong, £9 was something else. £10 for a single set. So these are really lovely, and I think they've got like that sort of country look to them. So you know when people have them sort of country bedrooms and they're really nice, and I think you could get these on, I know what I mean, you get the really dainty little patterns and stuff on them, and I really like these straps. I just think they look really, really expensive and lovely. So I'm trying to go a bit more country in my bedroom. I'm slowly but surely eradicating like the glitz. So like the big silver lamps, I would like to kind of spray them and shabby them up a little bit, maybe make them white. I've currently got like a bedspread on my bed that's like a silvery shiny one, and I've got like a silvery cushion. So I'm going to be taking them out, donating those, and I want to just bring it a little bit more country, a little bit more my style, because I feel like that sort of glittery stuff isn't really my thing anymore, and it would be nice to get some new doorknobs as well once everything opens and I can actually have a look, because I find when you go online you can't really see them as good. So get some nice new knobs for the furniture. I might even like paint a few different pieces, different colours, maybe a bit of white to add to the grey, so add it in there. So these were £12, and I got 2 sets of these because I just thought they're really lovely. And when I like something that's really nice value in Asda, I tend to get more because they go really quick. So last year I got Millie a really lovely blush pink checked set, gingham check from Asda in a single set, and I really wish I'd have bought 2 because it's my favourite set. It looks like it's Laura Ashley, and yeah, or like Susie Watson. It looks like something like that, but they've all run out. But funny enough, Home Bargains have got similar in there at the moment. They're not as nice as the Asda set, but they're very, very similar. I think what I liked about the Asda set is it had like the big check on one side and the really tiny gingham on the other side, which was really lovely. So I got these, but also while I was in there, sorry guys, in your face. Also while I was in there, for £20 I picked up this. How lovely is this throw? So it's a throw for the end of your bed. The size of it is, it should say what size it is on the back. I think it said it on the actual tag when we was in there. Oh, it's 150 centimetres by 200 centimetres. So this will look nice along the bottom of my double bed. It's like this waffly sort of like effect. It looks really rustic and pretty. But I love this sort of like ruffled trim on the bottom of it. It just looks really country and lovely. And I thought for £20, I thought that was really, really nice. And that's just going to go so lovely with these bed sets as well. It look really, really pretty on the ends of the bed. And I have got a stripe and a gingham check pillow that I do have on my bed already. So I'm going to keep them on, but obviously just take the silvery ones away. Who's dinging? Is that you? Alfie. I don't care. He's like, Alfie. These videos are like carnage. Literally, Alfie and Archie were round and fighting earlier, so I thought, do you know what, I'll leave it for a bit. There was arguing about who's going to build more, who had more Lego pieces. When Gary had to leave, literally when I'd done the home bargain, so which will now be yesterday's video, but he was just feeling sorry for himself, like, at the door. So they're literally just like, you know what it's like when the kids are around. You know it's stressful, this isolation, but it could be so much worse. I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I know that's not the most important thing. I know as long as they're happy and healthy, that's all that matters. But they're driving mum a little bit mad, I won't lie. But I also, when I was in there as well, I thought I'm going to get some fitted sheets as well. So I did buy a few just before the lockdown, some new fitted sheets. And I always get these ones. So these are the Easy Care ones from Asda. And these are $7.99. I think that's definitely something. Yeah, these are $7.99 because they do the flat sheet that's a little bit cheaper. But what I love about these is I don't iron none of my bed sheets. These are really quick drying. So these are the Think Green range. So it reduces your energy use apparently. But I've always been Think Green when it comes to my bedding and my clothing because I don't iron my clothing unless I need to, like literally there and then. And I don't iron bedding, so I'm already saving the earth there. So no need to iron and can be washed at 30 degrees. You really can, they come up lovely. So I got the fitted sheet in the dark grey, which I thought was really nice. They do loads of colours. They've also got in there at the moment like a dark berry, like a plum colour, which they haven't had before. It's not like a sage green. It's almost like a slade. It's a slade. It's a Christmas song. It's a slade. Give me a minute to breathe. Seriously. I do my Pinocchio nose. I'm trying to calm down. Sage green. It's like a sage and a jade. That's what confused me. It's a sage and a jade mixed together. I'm seeing it on loads of people's Instagrams. So in a lot of like children's bedrooms, it's such a beautiful colour, but they've got that now, which is really, really nice in case you have sort of gone that colour. It's really lovely. And they've also got like a dusky rose pink, which is really beautiful as well. And they've got it in all their ranges, single, double, king, super king. And they've got them fitted, valance sheets, flat sheets. And they always do like the packets of pillowcases. So these were £2.50 and they do for £2 ordinary pillowcases. But these ones are the Oxford pillowcases. So I love it when you get a lovely Oxford pillowcase. The only reason I'm showing you is I know most of you will know what an Oxford pillowcase is, but in actual fact, when I first got my first home, I didn't know what an Oxford pillowcase was. So if you've just moved in and you don't know what an Oxford pillowcase is, I'll show you. So it's the really beautiful ones where the pillow goes in this bit and then you also get like the little frill bit around the edge. So it isn't just tight to it. So you get this little like, you get that extra bit at the top, which just looks really, really classy and pretty. And it's only 50p extra, so like they're £2.49 actually. It's 49p extra, so I always just get the Oxford ones. And I find that their white stuff always washes up really, really lovely as well. It doesn't like sort of go any funny colours. It comes up pure brilliant white. It don't go greyish, it don't go yellowish, it just stays lovely and white. So now moving on from the bedding, while I was in there, I'm finding my hair, I don't know if this is just me, I know your hair, literally, when no one's going to the hairdressers. I snip my own hair at the beginning of isolation and I'm finding I'm getting quite dry ends and oily roots because it needs washing more often. I'd done a wrong one really. I was washing my hair more frequently than I would do, and I think I've like got my oils in balance. I just got to leave it for a little while, but the ends are feeling a bit crisp and I don't want to cut it again. So I thought I'm going to get myself some nice serum. I always used to use Frizzy serum because my hair is naturally like really tight curls naturally. It's dropped a little bit since having the babies and it's more like ringlets. But if I don't have like frizzies on it, it just looks like a lion mane, especially when it starts to fade a bit more coppery in the sunshine. I literally look like Mick Hucknall. I do. I'm going to start singing New Star, that's what I look like. Oh, do you know what? I actually look like, what's her name? Linda from Gimme Gimme. That's actually what I look like. Mick Hucknall was a bit of a compliment. So I've got myself some Frieda Frizzy. So this is the original serum and I got it in the medium to thick hair because my hair is really, really thick. So I got this and it's meant to be heat protection, really good. A bit cheeky, it makes it look like it's a whole big bottle like that, and when you look inside it's actually this only little thin tube of it. It's to make the bottle look bigger. But I got this one and they do other different serums, but I'm going to use this. Sorry, it's one of the little ones right up the table with me if you're shaking a little bit. So I got this and I thought this would be really nice at the ends of my hair to sort of like Give them a little bit of lustre to stop them feeling so dry and disgusting. And also, I thought I'm going to give this a little bash. So this is the new Andrew Barton London. So this is the Moroccan Argan Oil Brush. Now, the last time I got my hair done by my hairdresser, Molly, she's so lovely and I miss her so much. I got it about a week before everyone else went into lockdown because it was the Friday before, because I took my kids out on the Tuesday before the Friday of original lockdown. So all the kids stopped going on a Friday, but I'd already taken my kids out the Tuesday before because I just felt like it wasn't right. But when I see Molly, the Friday before that, she used an Argan Oil Brush on my hair and it was amazing. So these are £10 in Asda. They do the ones where you can, like the blow dry brushes, like the hot metal brushes. And they've also got like a back combing brush. But this one is just like the large cushion paddle brush and it's got oil infused with nylon pins, and apparently it's meant to like restore your hair. It's full of minerals and antioxidants. This is essential oil, makes for miracle hair ingredient, locks in moisture, frizz out for a softer glossy finish. So, ouch. We're going to see, because at the minute I've got that wet brush, it's called, so you can brush it wet and it don't give you no split ends. So I'll still brush my hair with that after I've had a shower. See, now weirdly enough, when I brush my hair, it does tend to go quite frizzy, and then I have to like restyle it. I can't just like style my hair then brush it, because otherwise it goes frizzy. But that actually, it might be one of them placebo things where it says it does something and it's in your brain where you think it is, but that does actually feel really, really smooth. So yeah, I've got that, and that's £10 at the moment in Asda, so I've got that as well. And also, whenever I buy things like this, all the mummies and stuff are like, can you show us? Because you never show us kids' clothes or anything like that. So I didn't buy them no clothes, but I just did get some little undies in there. I find Asda's so good for underwear. They do massive, massive packs, really, really cheap. And I'm going through so much washing at the minute because the kids are deciding to get in the swimming pool. Then they're doing gymnastics, then they're getting changed again. Then they're ninjas for the day, so they change it. And they change their underwear. It's just like, honestly, there's socks, underwear, clothes constantly in the washing basket. And I thought, you know what, while I'm in here, I'm going to always pick up loads of underwear. I find that they go missing as well with the tumble dryer. My tumble dryer chews them up. It isn't really, I'm just terrible at washing. So, you know, I'm just like, oh, that looks a bit weird and faded. So I got them some briefs. So I've got Millie these ones, so that you get a pack of 10 for all like these bright coloured little briefs. I thought they're really lovely. And Millie's really into, like, you know, like, I feel like kids are like way beyond their years at the minute. They're like really grown up and they like the sort of like sporty shorts, but they sell them in like black and white, and they do them in like dark cerise pinks and stuff. And when it's the summer and she's got lovely little summer dresses and stuff, and you can see the colour through it, it's quite nice to just have nice little pastel knickers. So I've got them. And also for the boys, I thought I'm going to give these a try. So the boys are getting a bit bigger now. They're not wearing like the little brief pants anymore. They're wearing boxers, but they're like the, you know, like the roomy boxers with the little fake buttons on the front. So they're not proper trunks or boxers. But I see these. So for a pack of 5, and they're £7, so a little bit dearer for Asda. But they're really lovely patterns, and what really is nice about them, they're very, very similar to like Next style, so a lot cheaper than Next, and they've got like the elasticated band on them, and they're like the look appearance of a wife run, and they're nice and fitted. And I just thought I'm going to try them out to see if they find them comfortable or not, because when they're little, they're like, can we have the ones that are like knickers, please? And then when they start doing PE and they get changed in their clothes, they're like, we don't want to wear knickers anymore, we want to wear proper pants. And I thought, well, I'm going to try and get them some like manly pants and proper little like wife fronty type boxers. So I got them as well, and they seem really lovely and thick. They really remind me of Next stuff. So I got them as well. So I thought I'd show them. Also, if you are getting children's clothes, have a little look on the Asda George website, because they've got some really lovely pieces in there, and they do like 2 for £7 on some of like the tracksuit bottoms and shorts and jackets, and the tops are sometimes like 2 for £4. They have really good deals in there, and for the little girl stuff as well. So, oh, nearly forgot, I've got 2 more things, and this will be coming up next week in a craft that we're going to do. We're going to be doing upcycling pots. I know I said I was going to do this about 3 weeks ago, and then I didn't come on for 2 weeks because I was just being dramatic. I was just feeling sorry for myself, I think, and it was my birthday. I was just like, I'm just taking a break. So I've got these terracotta pots, and these are £1.20. These are the 21cm terracotta pots. I'm going to be upcycling these. So I've got 2 of these, and they were £1.20 each, and I think that's quite good, because you can pay a lot of money on all these sort of pots and sort of like do them up. But actually, you can sort of do them yourself, make them quite funky, make them into whatever design and pattern that you've got in your home or garden, make them look really quirky. I've got a few lovely ideas for that as well. So yeah, this has been my Asda haul. Hope you enjoyed it. So take care. I've been Rosie Henshaw. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It's completely free to do so. Obviously, if you want to, if you don't want to, that is also fine. So I'll see you later. I've been Rosie Henshaw. Take care. Bye.